At this time, I would like to welcome Congressman Robert Hurt to the podium.
I'll be seated. What an honor it is for me to be here with you all today. It's an honor to represent Virginia's 5th District and all the 23 counties and cities that comprise the 5th District. I want to give special thanks to Phil Grimm and Post 74 for their tremendous hospitality in helping us organize this very, very important event. Very important event. I don't know if you all noticed it, but when we were receiving the veterans during the procession of the veterans, service branch by service branch, as they marched in, there was this tremendous rolling thunder that went over the post. It was going back and forth, and I turned to our special guest, Mr. O'Kelly, and I said, that must be the flyover that we ordered. He said, no, that's the quarry across the street. But I thank you all so much for being here, and I do thank this Post, I guess, who's quite familiar with the quarry activities of the quarry. I also want to give thanks to the Vietnam War Commemoration Commission. Jimmy Spencer is here. The idea for this came from a ceremony that was initially sponsored by the Commission in Washington at the direction of Congress to recognize our Vietnam veterans for their service to this country. In many respects, thanks has been overdue, has not been adequate. And this commission, in honor of the service of those of you who are here today, struck a pin that will be presented later in this program. But that's been owing to the work of this commission. And Jimmy Spencer is here. He's traveled to 5th District. On Friday, we were in South Hill, Danville, and Bedford. Today we're in Charlottesville. We'll be in Warrenton this afternoon. But I want to thank him and the commission for their work in helping us organize this. Also want to give thanks to our ROTC. Can we give the ROTC cadets here another round of applause? To me, as a member of Congress, we get to hear the good stuff, and we get to hear the complaints from time to time. I know we're all probably have heard people say, "Oh, well, the future of the country's bleak because the young people aren't worth a darn." Well, that's not true, and we know that's not true. And I tell you, when you see these bright-eyed young people who are here to do their part to serve this country, I think that we all can be grateful for them. And so we thank them and those who were instrumental in getting them here. I also wanted to recognize my staff. Linda Green is our district director, and she, along with others in our staff, Esther Page, who is here, a new member of our team, Laura Burbridge, is here. We also have Scott Leak, Lauren Andrews, Denise Van Valkenburg, Anna Claire Turpin, Abby Sigler, and Madison Moore. But this team together has worked very hard over the last couple of months to try to put this together. And I want to thank them for their hard work, but I also want to say to you this, and this is probably something that many of you know because you've had interactions with our office, but members of our staff, they recognize that their job is to serve you. And they pour their hearts and their souls into it. And so any need that you have that comes to your mind as it relates to the Veterans Affairs Department or any part of the federal government, I hope you'll be sure to be in touch with us because we recognize that that's our job. That's what you hired us to do, and we're so grateful for the opportunity to be able to serve you. I want to thank the veterans' families that are here. I see a lot of family members. I think that we all know that those who are here to be honored, I think everyone would say that their families are as important a sustaining part of their lives and of their service as anything. And so I'm very, very grateful that so many family members are here to give honor to those of you here that we honor today. And then finally, and most important, I want to thank you. I want to thank each of you who are here today for joining us. I want to thank you for your service. As I said, the 5th District is a large district. It runs from North Carolina to Fauquier County and from Henry County to Brunswick County. 10,000 square miles. The reason that I say that, bring that up, is because we spend a lot of time traveling through the small towns, whether it be Standardsville or Crozet or Scottsville, Chatham, where I live, all the small little towns, Livingston, Dillon. When you travel through those towns, it occurs to me from time to time, I think, the folks that have defended this country for the last 200 years have come from these places. And what it must be like to come from a small, tender place, a place that's surrounded by such beauty, God-given beauty. What it must be like to come from a place of that kind of beauty and peace, family and love, and to sign up to go overseas and see things that no human being should see, to do things that no human being should have to do, gives me tremendous, it's quite something to consider. You all were asked to do things, again, that no human being should be asked to do, but you did it because you believed in this country, you knew that it was right, and you did it because you love your country, and because you love your family, and because you want to preserve this country for future generations. And I'm grateful to you for that. I am grateful to you on behalf of myself. I'm grateful to you on behalf of every single person that I represent in the 5th District. And I'm grateful to you for my children. Perhaps most important, for my children, because if it weren't for your sacrifice, my children would not have the future that they have. And I think I can speak on behalf of not just my children, but for all the children of all of us. And so it gives me a great honor to be able to be here with you. It also gives me great honor to be able to introduce a gentleman that's going to speak for a few minutes. Colonel Jim O'Kelly retired from the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve after 36 years of accumulated service, including tours of duty in Vietnam in 66, 67, and 68. His last duty was as director of the Marine Corps Logistics Readiness Center in Washington. He retired from the U.S. Geological Survey in 2006 with 40 years of government service. Jim continues to serve our community as a part-time Albemarle Deputy Sheriff and the chair of the Charlottesville-Albemarle Triad. In Vietnam, he started as a 2nd Lieutenant Platoon Commander, then as advisor to the ROKMC, then to a 1st Lieutenant Executive Officer, and then a Captain, Company CO with the U.S. Marine Corps 9th Engineer Battalion. Upon returning, he co-authored a book, the 9th Engineer Battalion, 1st Marine Division in Vietnam. Colonel O'Kelly's numerous personal decorations include the Legion of Merit, the Bronze Star with V, and the Purple Heart Medal, the Air Medal, the Combat Action Ribbon, and over a dozen other prestigious awards. It's an honor for me to know Jim, and it's an honor, I think, for all of us, for him to be able to be here to share with us a few words of appreciation and encouragement. I think as we sought for someone to perhaps contribute to this occasion, we knew we didn't need to go any further than this man who has demonstrated that he's a patriot's patriot, a soldier's soldier, and a veteran's veteran.